Hello, Dreamweaver World. I know you haven't seen me on video for a while. I thought I'd make one because, there's a story to be told here. So what happened yesterday? Right? And it was like, was it yesterday? Yeah, well, anyway, it was either yesterday or the day before. I think it was. I don't fucking care. I don't really keep track of days except to keep track of what my work and stuff like that. But at any rate, so here it is. I walk out, as I usually do. I have to walk to Vallarta's. And if you don't know what that is, that's a Mexican food grocery store. All right. I have threatened them before that if they keep working with my enemies, because every time I go through there, the employees are acting and doing what my enemies want them to do, even after I've already warned Vallarta. All right. And that's what I'm saying is like, I was checking out and I could tell that, everybody was doing what my enemies wanted to do. And I started almost yelling at one of the managers because I could see it. And I warned them. I said, if you do this again, you got one more chance. And if you do this again, I'm going to put you out of business. All right. And I'll just use you as a whore. You know what I'm saying? That kind of shit. So anyway, I go there and I'm not pissed off. Everybody thinks I'm mad and pissed off and shit, but I'm always at peace within. Right. And this is very important to remember. So I'm walking home. Right. And I've been waiting for the stupid pedophile dog abuser to be outside so I can talk to him. Right. And so I'm walking up there, and he's next to his truck with, I guess, a buddy of his or butt buddy. I don't know. That's none of my business, really. But what happened was I came right up to him, and I started talking to him and telling him, you need to keep your dog quiet. You need to do this. And I got in an argument with him. His friend lifted up a fist, right? And I'm just looking at him like, it's just like, so anyway, we get to arguing, right? And it's pretty loud because these people need to know that I'm not joking around, And here comes 15-year-old Chicana, right? I'll tell you this. There's been 2 strikes now, right? I'll tell you about the other one in a little bit. If she messes up one more time, she's gone. I won't take her with me. She's acting totally stupid. And okay, so anyway, she walks up and she started, she starts yelling at me like a teenager would, it's just like, and she got, you need to do this and you need to leave and nobody likes you and I'm looking at her like, whatever. And so they follow me. I check my mail. They're still arguing with me. And I walk around over to the front of my apartment, right? Which is, they're right next door between the street and my apartment. And so I walk there and they're still arguing with me, right? And I'm just saying, y'all are so full of shit. Y'all are so fucking retarded and all this shit. And I'm like, I told them, I'm like, I'm not about violence. This guy, this butt buddy of his, I suppose. And so I told him, I am not violent, non-violence, okay? And so they follow me around, and then I'm about to get my key and unlock the door while this little girl's bitching at me, and the pedophile's staring at me like he hates me. Big surprise. And the other dude is like behind me, right? Is like, I'm facing the door and I got my backpack here and he's behind me and I'm on the porch, which is elevated, It's like, if you know what a porch is. Anyway, so he grabs that little half loop on my backpack, right? And I don't see him doing it. And he pulls me backwards, right? And I just about fell off that curb onto the ground, onto the grass, And I turned around to him and I threw all my shit down. And I was like, okay, you want to know what nonviolence is all about? Let's go. And I'm in his face, right? And say, come on, do something. And he doesn't do anything, of course. It's just like, and so then I might have told you about this little punk teenager that lives a door or so down, right? And he's such a punk and he's so young and little and scrawny, And so I'm talking to all these people and he runs up to me and he says, yo, touch me. I'll fight you. And he's like half my size, literally, maybe even a third of my size. Right. And I'm just like, he's like, don't touch me. Hold on. And he's like, don't touch me. And I'm like, I put a finger right up to his nose, but didn't touch him. And he's like, come on, fight me. And I'm like, dude, you are too small. I could drive you into the ground with both hands tied behind my back without violence. You understand? It's just like, anyway, so one of my neighbors pulled him away from it. And so we kept arguing. And this little girl just keeps ragging. And then it hurt. Then it happened. It didn't hurt. But then it happened, right? It probably hurt her. But then it happened. I saw her smiling, and she's trying to keep from laughing because I'm being so funny about this, you know? The pedophile starts going, blah, 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 and I'm like, dude, you better call Cypress Hill because I have no idea what you're saying, you know, that kind of shit. And I put in a bunch of funny jabs in for this little girl, you know, metaphorical, like, you know, arguing, whatever. And she's just yelling and yelling. And finally, she's like, shut up and get in the house right now. And I'm like, I'm already headed into the house. You know, it's just like, and then they go inside and she's still talking shit inside the door, right? And I said, you sound like a chihuahua. And I shut the door. It's like, and so she was the one last night that said, you know, basically said that, I should fuck my mom or something. Or anyway, what she was really trying to do is piss me off, right? And so she said, you know, chinga tu madre, you know, and if you know Spanish, that means, you know, fuck your mother, you know. And it's just like, yeah. And so like, and that's when I had to. Well, I didn't have to, but I typed it out. Like, this is what you need to expect, you know, because if you don't do it the right way, you're not gonna make it. You know, it's just like these people just don't understand, you know? And of course, that's what the US government loves. They love to keep people poor and uneducated because they're easier to control. All right. They use the governmental technique of just telling people what they need to know, you know, and telling people how it is. But no, they go a step forward and they try to make everything a problem, and it's really pathetic. You know, it's like you have never beat me before, and just today they try to do something to piss me off. You know, and I'm like, I don't care about you, okay? And if y'all are listening, looking in my eyes, I don't fucking care about you. I don't care. For these two, the other one I haven't seen, the older Chicana, but the one over here, I don't know what she thought, like I was hung up on her or something. I'm like, I am 51 years old. Why the fuck would I get hung up on a 15-year-old? You know? And it's not like we've even had much discussion except that argument we had, you know? So yeah, little girl, if you're watching, you need to understand that if you fuck up one more time, I'm not taking you with me at all. The next thing I hear from you better be pleasantries talking to me like you're glad to see me. All right? And meaning it and intending it. And if you don't intend it and you don't mean it, don't do it. And I'll leave you. I will leave you behind. This is the greatest thing to ever happen to you. All right? And you fucked it up. So anyway, that's what I'm saying. I will teach you what nonviolence is all about. I scared the shit out of that dude once after he pulled my backpack, and they didn't expect it. They thought, oh, nonviolent, you know. I threw my shit down hard, and I was like, let's go, you know. And it's like he was terrified after that, you know. He's like, he didn't say anything else at all. Anyway, yeah, the series ends on Monday, unless there is some complication where I need to separate it today, but we still have plenty of time before Thanksgiving, which is really the ultimate goal of the fall series. Every time I do them, every fall, you know, get it done by Thanksgiving, so December can be, you know, whatever I want it to be. You know, like I said, this December is going to be a review, and also me unifying all these people, not only in the United States but all over the world, against the United States government, against Donald sitting duck Trump, you know, because he is a sitting duck. He's just there out in the open, and anybody can fire at him, you know, because he's an idiot, you know. So anyway, so December is going to be a review, you know, and like I said, and it's going to bring everything into unity, even Trump's supporters. Got that? Like, yeah, this is getting real. And so many people thought that I would be heartbroken after the election. And I'm like, why don't you people, and it's my enemies, of course, why don't you people understand that it's not about the election? I don't fucking care. I'm the king. I'm king over everything. Why the fuck do I care to win the presidency? I just thought it would be a cool way to install my government, but I've got a million different other plans, you know? It's like now, it's like I said, it's even going to be more fun because every single thing Trump says, I am going to humiliate him. All right. That's good for now. About 10 minutes. Just wanted to let y'all know everything's fine. I'm totally in control, and don't trust my enemies. All you people out there, when they try to talk you into doing something, say no. They can't do anything to you. Don't let them intimidate you. If you say no, there isn't anything they can do. They're not going to pressure you. They're not going to do anything else. Once you say no, that's it. All right. All right. Y'all have a nice weekend. Like I said, the series will probably end on Monday. And then I might shoot another video after that just to let everybody know what the plan for December is. All right. All right. I love you. Peace.